we're doing today. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, hit that little bell icon, knowing I want putting next video. And we're doing a walkabout right now. Thank you very much for checking out my videos, guys. I sincerely appreciate it. Again, hit that little subscribe button, and of course the comments, and of course the likes will definitely help out the channel. Appreciate that. Anyway, today we're talking about accountability. Yes, folks, accountability. I feel like we need to talk about that more and more because not only are like there isn't kind of enough accountability in our society right now. Not to mention common sense. I feel like it needs to be said over and over until some people start waking up, or at least getting to the point where it feels like we're in that little fog where somebody finally figures out, oh, we should have done something really messed up. Next thing you know, a monster goes, roar, and they get into the fog. It's a really fucked up joke, but the point is, we need people that finally realize we haven't. Here's my example. I was talking to a lady last night at where I work, right? And the lady made a point that I feel like is very appropriate. She made a point that she's not teaching her children. Mind you, she was I think she was a third grade teacher. Means little kids about 7 or 8 years old. These little kids are smart little buggers, going on to the point where they're gonna become little wise asses. But the thing is, this is the point where you teach the kids. Up to that point where you teach the kids, where there are rules for society that will help you in the long run. The teacher isn't the only one that should be teaching these lessons, folks. She made this reference to the fact that she said, well, I'm always there I'm always there teaching not only my kids, but their parents as well. And I'm laughing my butt. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for checking out, Liam. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Anyway, so like I was saying, she was saying that she was teaching both parents and kids, and I feel like it's kind of messed up to say that, because think about it this way. Nina, how you doing? So she goes in saying, well, what if I had to teach them how to act in society? And I'm like, okay. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm doing okay. Hey, guys, thank you for checking out oh my God, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Hit the little subscribe buttons, guys, and of course the likes, and thank you for the comments. I appreciate it. You guys have been wonderful so far, and honestly, you guys are my community. I'm gonna shout out to everybody here, Nina, Liam, Diaz, the the crazy Rashun. Thank you very much thank you for checking out these videos, guys. Anyway, like I said, I'm putting out these videos basically to put out a social issue I've been noticing a lot of times in. Thank you. Sincerely appreciate it, man. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Anyway, these guys, I'm having issues with societies because not enough people have enough accountability. It's not just our society, our big society, which is government or anything like that. No, I feel like we need to start as kids and then work our way up, because I feel like that's where we need to start, as our children are learning how to navigate the world. And a lot of times these kids have no idea what they're doing, because the teachers are really trying hard to teach the kids, but they're limited because the parents do not help them. The parents are always no, I won't. Are you kidding me? I'm too stubborn for that. Anyway, but like I was saying, the one part I hate is how a lot of parents, and I've seen so many of these situations where a lot of parents give the educators so much crap because they're teaching their kids certain life lessons, and the parents are like, "Hey, you shouldn't be telling my kid, bad things." And I'm like, "What bad things am I teaching your kids?" It's like, well, accountability. I don't want him knowing this because he's too young. I'm like, well, for one thing, it's actually better that he learns it young. Little Stewie needs to learn it very young, because if he doesn't learn it now, he will never learn it. And that's the problem with a lot of parents. They want to teach their kids, but they don't have the mental capacity. They either forget, which is air quotes here, forget, or they think to themselves that they know better than. I'm like, first of all, if they don't learn it now, and if they do learn it later in life, they'll learn it to the point. Well, it will seem like bullying. Like, folks, if you learn it early in life, it will be a non-issue, because you will know. And this is another reference that she was talking about. Is like, if my kids' parents were taught earlier in life, then I wouldn't have to teach it in my curriculum, and then I have more time to teach them other things. Ladies and gentlemen, I felt like it was a good concept, because if I had children, mind you, if I had kids, I'd be teaching them the good things in life, the things that, hey, if you did something really wrong, it's best to own up to it, because you did something wrong. Mind you, I would teach them to do good and, accountability, like I said, to show them that if they did something like accidentally hurt someone, you have to go up to them and say, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I have to show that I sincerely apologize, because I did something that I'm not supposed to, and I want to prove that I'm in the wrong, because, like I said, I'm in the wrong, and I have to own up to what I did." That kind of mentality is rare now, because parents are being snowflakes. And yes, I mean snowflakes, guys. Another case in point in what I'm talking about. The concept in every school that you go in and they're doing kiddie sports, right? They're doing kiddie sports, and the kiddie sports, the problem I'm having is they give all participants participation trophies. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like it's a really bad idea to do that. And not that I don't feel like you should give the kids any. See, I feel like it's bad that they do that, because it shows that there's no point in trying as long as you participate. It's like, guys, it's not all that different from going to work, doing your job, and then coming home over and over and over and over. Guys, that's one of the reasons why I feel like we're losing things on in perspective, because our mentality is basically, oh, we just got to muddle through this, and then it ends there. Ladies and gentlemen, we never teach our kids to actually succeed, to actually excel, because we have that mentality of, oh, as long as you just participate, that's all that really is important. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, it's important to participate, but it's not the end all be all. And no, I'm not saying everyone should aspire to do more, because again, there is a balance, guys. If you yourself want to go out there and excel, go for it. Hell, go for the gold. Do it. Hell, go for the platinum. If we had more people like you, we would have less issues. But the problem is, not everybody has the go for the platinum attitude. And that's okay, as long as that is your choice. Not one that you are so used to that you forget, hey, there's something more. See, that mentality is thrust upon you as a child. Your mentality of, oh, well, I just participated. I'll just get this. I'll at least be acknowledged for being here. No, you'll be acknowledged for being one of the numbers that is here, not you specifically. That's not how real life works, folks. Just because you get involved with something doesn't mean you're gonna get noticed. Most people, when they notice you, it's because you did something, above and beyond. And mind you, in a typical workplace, that's generally how that works. And people get surprised. It's like, well, I'm not showing any kind of respect. I'm not showing any acknowledgement. I'm like, dude, what did you do the entire time? Let me ask you that. What did you do? Well, I just sat there and did my job. You mean the bare minimum? Bro, the only thing they're crediting you for is all the credits on your paycheck. That's as far as that's the only credit you're gonna get. Like your boss is not gonna see you. Hey, Johnson, good work with that. Good work with that company paperwork you just did. Oh my God, you are so good. No, they're not gonna look at you. They're just gonna see you did your job and end it there. That's all that matters. Or they're big. Or I've known videos. Mind you, yes, a lot of these are second account videos of people making references to the fact that there's a toxic work environment. Mind you, I'm telling you the bare minimum of real society. As far as the dark side of it, you guys have probably seen them. Those really bad jokes about, or at least versions of a customer, a dude working, doing his job right, and his job does like a number of things. Like one, it goes up to everybody's like, hey, everybody, you did above, beyond, and everything. By the way, if you guys are expecting an increase in paycheck, good luck with that. All we're gonna do for you guys is give you a pizza party every 2 days. That way you feel like you're applied, like you feel like you're okay, but you're not. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for checking out my video, Liam. I appreciate it. But like I said, I hate when people and that was one of them where you get the bare minimum from you, but the brass goes, well, here's the bare minimum from us. You get this, like the paycheck, and that's it. Now, there are really bad ones where you do the above and beyond, you go further beyond anything, you go further, and then your managers take your credit, all that shit. There's even points where you're in the middle of, I've heard stories where one of the worst ones I've heard was someone basically and they're in the middle of doing their job, right? They're like a major manager, and their higher up above them basically says, hey, I'm gonna have to ask you to not go on this leave because, well, I don't think that you deserve it, and I feel like your education level is below me, and I feel like you're getting too much for your education level. Yeah, and I know it's very specific, but it's literally the story I heard. And long story short, the story goes, the guy basically does this to everyone that is below him, and I'm using air quotes here, below him, in every way he perceives. And the main character telling the story, mind you, these are just basically text stories. So basically, it's just text messages forming a story, and it's actually really entertaining to watch sometimes because some of these stories are very convoluted, and some of them are just like, what the fuck? But this one was just horrible because the main character is going out with this girl, right? And apparently the manager wants with this girl too, but apparently the girl is already like basically engaged to the main character. are the other? The other what? Where are the other? Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so no, like basically the story goes, he's like I said, he's married the girl, and later they found out that the girl people, oh, I don't know, they dropped off. I don't know. I'm only putting out this video to see who catches on, who tastes. I mean, honestly, every day I get different people. Honestly, I've been doing this for a couple of weeks now, and I've rarely ever seen anyone the same. Anyway, thank you for checking out my video, guys. But yeah, basically the end of the story is the girl that we're talking to, she was like a manager's, like the like the higher ups daughter, and the only reason the bad manager wanted to be with her is because the more ability he had to get up in the office, right? Mind you, the problem I'm having with this situation, guys, is again accountability. The only reason I brought it up is because it's just another form of accountability. You just got to do your job, and the first thing you learn that is when you're young. You got to learn when you're young. That way you carry over those skills as an adult. Because if you don't, you're gonna grow up thinking that everybody. You're gonna assume the world owes you something.